What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Now, once again, we finna get into some boxing talk. Let's talk about a potential matchup between Sebastian Fundora, the 6'6", 154-pounder, and Errol Spence Jr., who fights at 147 pounds, right? So when I asked Fundora about who he wants to fight, Fundora said, this is about like a month ago, some weeks ago or something like that. He said, I can make 147 pounds easy. If Errol Spence wants a real fight, I'm ready. Y'all, when I saw this man make this quote, all I could think was, my brother in Christ, may God be with you. May the Lord be with you if you want to take on that fight. You got to relax, young man. I promise you that boy will get broken down and smashed into pieces fighting Errol the True Spence Jr. I'm not lying. If I'm lying, then I'm flying. And as y'all can see, my feet are firmly cemented to the ground. I ain't lying. Y'all know that boy getting his ass whooped if he fight Errol Spence Jr., man. And this is no slight to Fundora because I really, I really like watching Fundora fight. He has a crowd-pleasing style. He likes to fight in close quarters. He got pop to his punches. He likes to just go out and he throw a whole lot of punches. He is a gunslinger and he's going for the gusto whenever he's in the ring. He loves to mix it up. But I'm telling y'all, that is a recipe for disaster against Errol Spence Jr. Fighting in close quarters is Errol Spence Jr. bread and butter. That boy is getting chopped down like a goddamn tree by Paul Bunyan. If he go in there with that game plan against Errol Spence Jr., man. Again, Fundora is exciting to watch. But I promise y'all, he better cut it out. He better cut it out. He getting chopped the fuck down. And first of all, Fundora is, he's 6'6". So fighting at 147 pounds would look like a medical condition. I don't want to see that. Second of all, Errol Spence Jr. should spend his last fights at 147 focusing on Terrence Bud Crawford. And then he'll move up to 154. And then it will possibly be a matchup between Errol Spence Jr. and Sebastian Fundora if Fundora doesn't get to Jermell Charlo first, right? But again, I see Errol lighting his damn body up. Lighting it up all day. The problem with Fundora is, as gutsy as he is, as much moxie as he has, the boy can't fight using his reach. He doesn't use his height at all. He doesn't fight tall. And if you can't do that, you're gonna fight the shorter man's style. He's gonna clip you. Now, I watched Erickson Lubin drop him and had him hurt for a minute, right? And Erickson Lubin hurt him while Erickson Lubin was hurt himself. And as much as I respect Erickson Lubin, he ain't no Errol Spence Jr. Y'all know that. So he not finna just sit there and get bullied and beat up and battered and all of that. Hell no. Errol got a lot better defense than people give him credit for. He parries a lot of shots, blocks them with his gloves a lot, right? So you're gonna be hitting his arms and all of that, and he gonna sit in that pocket and mix it up on you. And his fighting game in the inside is superb. Punch variety, the hooks to the body, the uppercuts through the guard. I promise y'all, I see another broken orbital bone in the making with Sebastian Fundora. Fundora is a good fighter, very good fighter. I just don't think he's there yet. I don't think he's fought a guy that can give him the type of challenge that will prepare him for Errol Spence Jr. Not as of yet, I don't. Right? I think the moment he gets in there right now in his career, if he get in there with an Errol Spence Jr. or Jermell Charlo, I think he's getting stopped. He's getting knocked out. Right? Again, Fundora, he's gutsy. He can punch for sure. But I'm sorry, brother. Errol Spence Jr. is a problem you don't want and a problem that you cannot solve. Seriously. That he breaking that boy in half like a fucking Kit Kat. Seriously. And again, I've watched Errol Spence Jr. fight for a while. Watching him fight Yordenis Ugas. Ugas is a fighter who is much bigger than Errol. He looked bigger in the ring than Errol. He didn't want to move at first, and Errol said, okay, I'm going to make you send. He said, if you want to stand here and fight, I'm going to make your ass move back. I'm going to push your ass back and beat you the hell up and make you go back. And that's what Errol Spence Jr. did. Now, fighting like that against a slick counterpuncher like Ugas, he'll do the same thing to Sebastian Fundora. Even with all them long arms and all that stuff, I promise y'all, he will be in a world of trouble. He got to find something safe to do. And that's not fight Errol Spence Jr. It's just not. It's not, man. I don't see a scenario where he can come out winning that fight. I don't, unless he just learns to fight tall overnight, or maybe he knows how to fight tall and we haven't seen it, but I doubt it because I feel like, I don't know what, fighters don't show their full arsenal until they have to. But I have not seen 1 ounce of like a glimpse of him fighting tall at all yet. I haven't seen it at all, so it makes me think, can he do it? Can he do that? I'm not sure he can, y'all. Like, again, Errol is crafty on the insides with those uppercuts through the guard and them hooks to the body, man, the jab to the body, the hooks to the body, the uppercut. Like, it's just a whole lot in the arsenal. And first of all, the hooks and the jab to the body get you leaning forward. And you lean forward, he gonna come right through that guard, snapping through the guard with like a piston with them punches. And then you're gonna move that head back, and it's gonna be money. And the thing too, when he was fighting Erickson Lubin, my uncle always tell me this: don't headhunt. Aim for the chest area. They're gonna bend down at some point in the fight, like I said before, and you're gonna catch that chin. It's gonna be susceptible to being broken. And I listen. The way Errol beat Yordenis Ugas, I said he gave him a penitentiary style ass whooping. If he go in there with Errol and fight Fundora fight Errol, it's going to be the same thing or even worse. Shit, I don't know. The boy might give him an ass whooping like your mama whoop your ass when you got bad grades on your report card. Or how black mamas whoop your ass when you can't find something that they told you to go find and only they can find or whatever, for whatever reason. But yeah, it might be one of them ass whoopings. Again, I love Fundora. He's exciting. I love to watch him fight. Like watching him fight. I'm always going to watch it. This is an entertaining fight. I would love to watch it. I would be the first person watching it and ordering the pay-per-view if I have to, right? But I know what's going to happen in this fight. Fundora, he's not going to be the same. He's going to be pissing blood for real. If he don't learn how to fight tall, over. Take the L out of Lover, brother. It's over. It's a done deal. So Reynolds rap. And y'all know, man. Like, nah, hell no. I'm looking like, boy, what? Errol, Spence, shit, you don't want to see Jermell, and I think Errol is a better fighter than Jermell, and Jermell is nice, and he's achieved more in that weight class, of course, because Jermell is undisputed at 154. Errol is one belt away from being undisputed, and Terrence Crawford stands in the way of that. Not saying he can't. I believe he can beat Terrence Crawford, but I'm saying even though Jermell has achieved more at his weight class, I think Errol Spence is a better fighter than Jermell, and I think Jermell would stop Fundora. Right? Fundora might cause him a little problems, but if Jermell boxes Fundora and stick to the game plan that Derrick James develops, listens to Derrick James, if he listens like he did in that second fight against Brian Castano, if he boxes like that, he gonna beat Fundora. And he gonna stop him and break him down all throughout the fight. Errol stopping Fundora in 5 or 6 rounds. For a fact, I know that. He's stopping that boy in 5 or 6 rounds, and it's not gonna be pretty. It's going to look like Floyd, like I said, if Errol fought Rolly. Errol fighting, because Rolly just called out Errol. Errol not going to fight Rolly. But I said if he did, the shit would look like Arturo Gatti and Floyd Mayweather Jr. That's the same way this would look if Errol were to fight Fundora. Arturo Gatti and Floyd Mayweather Jr. And he might get broken down so bad, he might end up looking like Lubin looked. Like Erickson Lubin looked in the last fight. He may look like his last opponent when he stepped in the ring with Errol Spence Jr. Seriously. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.